Once you start leaning on AI for real, there comes a day when your weekly limit runs dry by the middle of the week. Before doubling his spend, one developer made a different call. He looked at where his calls were actually burning money in the first place. And it turned out a big chunk of it was simple work, like searching or skimming, stuff that never needed the most expensive model at all. That's how this tool came to be. It's called Frugon. What Frugon actually does, how it finds the places you can save, and how developers reacted to the whole approach. Let's walk through it one piece at a time. First, what it really is. In one line, it's a local analysis tool that reads your own LLM call history and finds where the money is leaking. It does two things. One, it picks out which calls never needed an expensive model in the first place. Two, it estimates how much you'd save by moving those calls to a cheaper one. And all of this analysis happens on your own machine. The logs and the keys never leave. It's free, and the source is open. Let's nail down 3 terms. Model routing means sending the easy calls to a cheaper model and saving the expensive one only for the hard calls. LLM as judge is when a third model, kept blind, decides whether the cheaper model's answer is actually worse or basically the same. And a local proxy is the middle layer that intercepts your calls on your own machine and keeps them as a log. The flow is 3 steps. First, capture. A local proxy intercepts your calls and keeps them as a log, or you just feed in logs you already have. Next, analyze. Using public price sheets and quality tiers, it sorts each call into easy or hard. That part is fully offline. Last, verify. It sends a few samples to the actual candidate models, lines up the answers side by side, and lets a judge decide which is better. So it's not just an estimate, it actually checks. Once it went public, the reactions split into 4 buckets. First, curiosity about the judging bar. On what grounds do you call the cheaper answer the same? The maker replied that the judge doesn't know which side is which, and only counts factual errors or ignored instructions as false. Second, doubt about cost as the metric at all. Some argued you should choose by success rate, not dollars. Third, praise for the name. People like that a name born from being frugal just fit. Fourth, interest in going wider. Could one company's logs recommend another company's models too? DeepPulse Deep Dive. The real question this tool touched is what you actually pick a model on. There are 2 views. One is cost first, like Frugon. If the result is the same, move to the cheaper model and stop the leak. The other is success first. Don't pick something just because it's cheap. Pick the combination that actually gets the job done. But lately, the two are meeting in the middle. When an expensive model directs and a cheaper one executes, measurements show performance barely drops while cost falls a lot. In the end, these aren't opposites. They're one scale, the performance you get for what you paid. DeepPulse Deep Dive. So what do you do in practice? It comes down to 3 things. First, measure before you cut. If you trim without knowing where it leaks, you'll tighten the wrong thing. Second, a cheaper model doesn't automatically mean a worse answer. But that's a matter of checking, not believing, so you have to compare them side by side. Third, move the easy work first. Push simple tasks like searching or skimming down to a cheaper model and leave the deep reasoning on the expensive one. In the end, cutting your bill isn't about holding back. It's about picking the model that fits the job. That was today's DeepPulse. What you save on isn't decided by the price sheet. It's decided by you. See you next Pulse.